you're being subtly manipulated by algorithms that are watching everything you do constantly.
What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked, is being measured. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
On the other side of the screen, it's almost as if they have this avatar voodoo doll, like model of us.
All of the things we've ever done, all the clicks we've ever made, all the videos we've watched, all the likes.
Social media has revolutionized the way we interact with other people. For a lot of us, it's the first thing we look at as soon as we wake up, and the last thing we interact with before we sleep. It's something that we use to keep ourselves occupied and avoid being bored. But is it helping our boredom, or is it really just affecting our time and health? You'll see people in a bubble with heads down, looking at a screen. Without us even realizing, social media is rapidly creating a society where teenagers and even adults are being detached from reality. A society where depression and anxiety are rising. A society that will, one day, be manipulated without even knowing it. This is how social media is reprogramming your brain. Have you ever compared your life to other people in social media? Almost everyone has. Constantly, many young teenagers and even adults are comparing their life with someone else. For example, you might be lying on your bed while scrolling through Instagram and you see posts about other people's travels and foods that they're enjoying, and you just wish you had an interesting life like them. Social media is designed to keep you engaged for hours and hours, and it has gotten to a point where people are so disconnected from the real world that they live more online than in real life. You see this everywhere on a bus, train, while walking, during lunch times, and so on. At no point in our human history have we been so engulfed by a tool that we have created. Sadly, this is causing many teenagers and adults to be diagnosed by various mental health conditions. Some of these include stress, low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. Today we see many other social media platforms, like Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and ever-growing TikTok. In a capitalist world, you have to wonder how all these companies are making money, providing their services for free. And the answer to this is,
the classic saying is, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product.
Your data is worth much more than you can imagine. Everything you do, and everything you say online is being collected. This data is then used to create a social profile of you by the algorithms that power this tech. It knows what topics interest you, what your worldview is, and even what kind of shoes you like to wear, all based on your past actions on the platform. Social media has the power to influence your thinking. This is done by showing you things that only confirm your viewpoint of the world. This benefits the company because you stay longer on their platform, and the longer you stay, the more you are exposed to targeted ads. Unfortunately, this is causing people to be surrounded by misinformation. If you believe the Earth is flat, the arguments as to why it's flat from social media groups and pages will appear on your screen more. If you believe a certain political ideology, the counter-arguments that challenge that view are less likely to appear. We all have our own views, and that's okay. But we need opposite ideas that challenge our views to grow as people. You see, humans don't like change. We get used to a certain way of living and a certain way of thinking and seeing the world. But, when we see things that challenge our views, we take much longer to admit that we were wrong. Companies and political parties can then use this weakness in human psychology to predict consumer behavior and influence public opinion. But we are capable of being better than this and use social media to better our lives. Don't get me wrong, social media isn't all bad. It's just another tool that humans have created. It's how we use it which determines if it's good for us or not. The rise of social media has given us a way to connect with others and keep up to date with our friends and family, especially at a time where there is a worldwide crisis that has locked us up in our homes. We are able to sell an item that we no longer need and share our skills and abilities to get a job. It has also given us a voice. A tool to use to make a point, raising awareness to problems and to build a following for talents. And lastly, you can use social media to help others. Raising money for a good cause, educating people and to spread positivity in general. Social media doesn't have to be bad. It is the brick that you use to build or harm. Social media is here to stay. The names of companies may get replaced with something new. The regulations that govern it may change. And with our influence, it may change into a tool that is more used for good than bad. You have the power over your life. If your time on social media is negatively affecting your life or you have developed an addiction for it, you can make the changes in your life and not let it dictate terms. If this means limiting your time on it or even going offline on social media permanently, it is for you to decide. Don't use social media to impress people, use it to impact people. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Tell us what you think about social media. Do you think it's good or bad? Let us know in the comments section. We'll see you in the next video.